Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So what I have here today is the 2024 Lynk & Co 06 Hyper Halo. So you already know I've done a full walk around tour of this couple months ago, but I decided to do another review of this because finally I am going to drive the Lynk & Co 06. But first, I would like to thank everyone here at Lynk & Co Alabang and to Sir Albert Trivino for making this test drive review possible. And the other reason why I wanted to tour this 06 once again because of this very limited pastel lilac color. And if you don't want this lilac color for all the skibidi Gen Z like me, you can go for the Sonic green one. That's actually the choice I would pick because my former daily car was green. That's all I'm gonna say. You get LED lights all around. This top piece is your DRLs and this is your main headlight just down below. The ground clearance is 185 millimeters, and as I said in my first walk around review, I love the Lynk & Co badge. Powering the Lynk & Co 06 is a 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that produces 181 horsepower and 290 Newton meters of torque. And this one is mated to a 7-speed wet-type dual-clutch transmission. And I want to see how this compares with the rest of the Chinese vehicles or crossovers in general that have wet-type dual-clutch transmissions because they tend to be either jerky or very, very smooth. So we will find out in a bit on how this 06 performs. Now here in the interior, once again, of this Lynk & Co 06, here in the door card, there's a lot of premium materials, even soft squeegee materials, all around, even for your elbows, it's all leather. And I love this part, it's not the usual plastic. And yeah, I mean, in general, there are very few plastics here in the interior of this 06. And that's what I like with all of the Lynk & Co's, and my favorite besides the 03 Plus, the 05 all-wheel drive fastback. So check that out on my channel. All Lynk & Co's feel more premium than usual, and one of the few crossovers in this segment too that has paddle shifters. And the steering wheel itself, it's a D shape, it has a flat bottom. I like it. It's kind of chunky as well. Here on the left side, you get your electronic tailgate button, headlight leveler adjustments, and you get an array of 2 screens for your digital instrument cluster and for your infotainment system as well. Remember, at the moment, there's no Android Auto or Apple CarPlay yet, but there will be an update soon, and even for future customers who've already purchased this 06. So happy saying that one of the few Chinese crossovers, you can have this access of the phone amenities. You have the best 360-degree camera resolution I've seen in this segment as well. And the other reason too, I have done another review of this 06. Why am I in the pastel lilac color, not in the Sonic green? So the exact white one I featured a couple months ago in Alabang Town Center is the white one with the black interior. Same too with the Sonic green one. But exclusive for this lilac color, you get white interior leather along too with the seats itself. How about that? There's brown stitching. It's not the usual green or red ones in the other models, but it feels, again, more premium now than usual. And as well, you get electronic adjustments for both front seats. So again, one of the few cars in this segment that is equipped with such feature. Here in the center console, you get a regular gear shifter and few more buttons here. Again, for your hazard button, 360-degree camera, and for your electronic stability control program. And I like it, it's here. It's not the usual button here on the left side of the dashboard. So in case you want to play around, just can flick this button right here and it's fully off or on. And glove box, okay, pretty decent. At least it's an LED light. And I love this mesh here that stretches all the way to the right side of the dashboard itself. More controls here for your climate control functions. And further here inside, you get for your drive modes, electronic parking brake, auto hold function, and 2 cup holders. However, they're really, really small. So I assume they only can fit 500 milliliter bottles. And as well, I have my tumbler with me. It doesn't fit in any space here at all. But anyway, that's the only nitpick I found with this car so far. And center console box, open it up, you get a decent amount of space, and you get a Type A USB port. And don't worry, underneath the center console itself, you get 12-volt socket, a wireless charging pad, and a USB-C port. And above here, you get your LED lights, sunglasses holder, visor, vanity mirror with LED light. And remember, this don't extend. Again, that's fine. And exclusive as well for this top-of-the-line Hyper Halo model, this is fully equipped with the Adaptive Driver Assistance System Suite. Now finally here at the rear of this Lynk Co 06, here in the door card, pretty much the same like the ones in front. And to assure the quality of this vehicle, mwah. So get squeegee material once again and leather soft pads for your elbow. And one detail that I've just discovered right now, there's that Lynk Co line, the logo itself, etched on all of the door handles itself. That's a nice touch right there. And what I've commented to in my first walk around review, look at that. The space is immense. I can even stretch my head all the way forward, and headroom. There's a very big lamp here to accommodate the panoramic sunroof itself. Even here at the middle, yes, there's a transmission tunnel, but it's not in the way that much. Simply put your feet wherever you want. And how about that? And behind me, you have a central armrest with 2 cup holders, and sadly still, my tumbler cannot fit anywhere here in this vehicle. You get 2 net storages on behind both front seats, and here in the middle, you get 2 air conditioning vents and 2 USB Type A ports. The only USB Type C charging port is located right in the center console. And LED lights on either side, as well coat hangers too. And once again, for the pastel lilac color, you get white leather seats along too with the brown stitching. So that's about enough of me talking. Let's finally go for a drive. So here, finally driving the Lynk Co 06, and I would like to give my biggest thanks to Sir Albert Trivino here, who gave me a mini lend-out-ish of this vehicle. And I've learned a lot more now with this vehicle, and there are some highs and lows with this vehicle, I'll be honest. However, there's more highs. So let's start with the lows first. Of course, I love the paddle shifters, of course, in case you go manual mode, downshift like this, and then floor it. Oh my gosh, it flies. This thing flies. This thing flies. Wow. Of course, having 180 horsepower and 290 Newton meters of torque on the top, and here on the handling test, yeah, there's some body lean here and there, but it's not as bad. And the suspension of this, yes, very well tuned too. I mean, the dampers and the spring rates are a little bit too hard. However, it still copes with the bumps really, really well. And NVH, you're running 60 kilometers per hour. Remember, these are running on 18-inch wheels. Right, not much tires translating in here into the cabin. Brakes are actually really strong too. Okay, like with that of its twin, on which this is based on, it's one of the best and most sportiest crossovers to drive in this segment. Now, for the... Hold on, let's put you in sport mode now. So remember, in sport mode, you can change the dials and all that. Great. Upshift is really good. However, though, yeah, I'm trying to spam downshift. It's not doing that much. So there, you notice there's like a almost 2-second delay with the downshift. But of course, if you just leave it in automatic, and once you get going, you get really going like this. Oh my gosh, this thing flies. Right. So let's put you back now to intelligent mode. For me, this is the best driving mode because, of course, it can fully adapt all the modes, like from eco to normal and then sport mode. Driving this on the highway stints, finally, is very composed, very, what I would say, very stable as well to drive on here, like on the highway. It's one of the better crossovers I've driven as well. And for the fuel economy, despite having a lot of power and of course a lot of torque too, on city driving we manage 11.3 to 11.7 kilometers per liter, and here on the highway, not hooning it that much. Well, if you're hooning it, you can do around like 7 to 7.5 kilometers per liter. That's still not so bad actually, but on a eco run-ish, you can do around 17.2 kilometers per liter. Not bad for a crossover with, I would say, a lot of power and heft too. And the steering modes, there's comfort and sport mode, and for obvious reasons, I just left it on sport mode. There's a lot of weight too, despite being an electronic power assisted system, and there's a lot of feedback too. And remember, this is the first time I've driven to this brand, so you can't not imagine how the rest will drive. I mean, I'm only referring to the O3 Plus. But kidding aside, like the O5, the O1 PHEV, those are really great cars to drive. So I expected this base model to be a little bit more, toned down, a lot more calmer than usual. How wrong I was with this vehicle. It's a very, very good car to drive. And remember, this is the top of the line model. You get a lot of the goodies here, like with the infotainment system. Remember, this still does not have the updated Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but it will arrive sometime around the early of next year and all that. But at least it will be available. Oop. Right, so having a little bit more torque, there's a lot of wheel spin that will be preset at a standstill. And I can confirm, the 7-speed wet type dual clutch is really, really good. It is not that jerky at all. I mean, of course, you can just feel the surge once you're going from a standstill. But that's pretty much it. From heavy stop traffic, I've not experienced any jerkiness with this vehicle. Lynk & Co have done a good job with the tuning of this transmission itself. Although, yeah, the honest thought only with the downshift. I hope they can improve this in the future. But the upshift or just leave it on automatic mode, this is okay, a great car to drive. So off camera as well, I've tried out the adaptive driver assistance system suite. No issues whatsoever. So if you heard all of the beeps and bongs earlier, that was just the blind spot monitoring and your cross traffic alert doing its thing. And I like, even for this price point, you have those features available, and the lane departure warning is not as disruptive or intrusive as I expected. And here from a standstill, 2, 1, and then floor it. Yeah, that's that's what you get when you get this Lynk & Co 06. It's really peppy and really, really fun to drive. And for the cornering as well, I was not expecting to have so much fun with this vehicle. Yeah, having a stiff suspension, however, it's very leveled out in driving in the corners like this. Whee! Oh, such a fun car to drive. I was not expecting this with this Lynk & Co. Of course, albeit having the motorsports history. Yeah, every car you've drive with all the Lynk & Co's, they'll be one of the best cars in the segment. So let's see now how the O3 Plus will perform. And hopefully soon we'll have a proper layout of the future vehicles so I can assess even further on how all of the cars of Lynk & Co drive. So yeah, that's about it with this review of this Lynk & Co 06. Remember, the price of this is at 1,598,000 pesos for this Hyper Halo top-of-the-line model, and you can avail the Hypercore Plus base model at 1,398,000. So there's just few differences like no adaptive cruise control, no wireless charging pad, and all that. But I still, whatever variant you get, this is pretty much a worthy crossover. My biggest thanks to Sir Albert at Trivino for giving me a mini layout of this vehicle, and hopefully soon we can drive more Lynk & Co vehicles. So hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you with more future car reviews and more Lynk & Co reviews. Bye-bye.